And we are live from the Indianapolis Something Center as we get ready for the first game of Match Day 11. Thank you to my partner Mason, who I haven't even introduced yet, of Season 8 of the MCHL, as the first set tonight, or the first game of tonight's set, is the New York City Skyline versus the Indianapolis Racers, the bottom two teams in the Titanio division, based on division standings, and we've got a good one in store tonight. Or not really a good one. This is honestly not even the highlight match.
Do you have any predictions?
I am here. Okay, let me introduce you first.
Oh, sorry.
Here with my partner Mason. I am Franken420. So, Mason, what are your takes on this game tonight? What are your thoughts on the forward core?
I think Indy will pick it up first line, go up early before New York City Skyline take over the second line because of the inexperience that Indy has in their second line. They only have rookies in the second line. I think that's going to be their downfall for the whole game.
I don't know about that. The first line of New York City, and yes, they indeed are both on tonight. The duo that has been sending shockwaves around the league recently, the duo of Curry and W5K, they have been one of the better first lines have been one of the best first lines in the league. I'm going to be blunt about it. Because you saw what they did against Atlantic City. They went toe-to-toe, blow for blow, shot for shot, goal for goal with Durbo and Blaney, and that is one of the toughest things to do in this league. And because they're at 9-1, and New York City, there was some very big controversy regarding the reffing in that game, and they probably would have won if it weren't for some of the wonky calls in that game. And again, I'm not one to really blame the refs that much, but honestly, they kind of have a point. There were some sus calls, some sus butchers, some sus intents and no calls.
More recently, there's been a lot of problems with referees. Everything's been more controversial than normal.
I tell you, they're letting anyone be a ref in this league nowadays. JR refed
Didn't do bad.
JR refed the ass kicking that my Remparts took against Surrey.
How'd that go?
Oh, it was hell on earth. I was so pissed off that game. In regards to the game, as a goalie, you kind of have bad games, but those bad games, they'll beat at you.
Yeah, but I'm sure you'll get over it because we're going into playoff week next week.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be nuts as we get into the playoff race part of the season. As we get into, or as I call it, clinching season, as the last place teams are in miracle scenarios, and I believe all three teams in. Wait a second. Don't hold me to this, but I'm having a look at the standings right now. 3 match days left. And yeah, I believe all of the playoff spots have been secured as the Waves have already secured first place in the Titanio division. They have a first round bye. And the Surrey Hitmen are very close to doing the same, as they are going up against division rival, the Saskatoon Blues, tonight. But we are focusing on, right now, the New York City.
If New York City pick up a point, they're confirmed in the playoffs.
Yeah, and this is the. And if Indy loses, these scenarios, if Indy loses his game tonight in any capacity, then the Remparts and Skyline formally clinch a spot in the playoffs, and everything else up to that point in that division is just meat and potatoes.
Yep.
At that point, everybody else would just be playing for pride.
Yep.
So, funnily enough, this is actually a I did finish. You can go.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. You can go. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, you guys are gonna have to go against New York City in the first round if they win this. What do you think about New York City?
We've known this for a long time. I don't want to say anything regarding my own team's chances. Because you never know what this kind of stuff could happen. I believe New York City is a very formidable squad, and I believe they are going to clinch tonight. As we look at the goaltending matchup, in one end for New York City, it is Matty Ice YT. He is looking very strong in the Vezina race, and on the other end, it's Mick. And I can't even get to the breakdown as we are underway as Pluto tries to get it into the corner. Oh my god, it's Wave!
Yep.
Wave played very well the last time around, so let's see how he does as we are in a kind of a standstill in the neutral zone as W5K tries to get it up. New York City having some trouble getting it out of their zone. Robe moving in, Maddie playing it away. Pluto knocking it back to W5K, having a lot of trouble as Robe pounces in the corner. Robe into the corner, making a move, grinding, block by block, trying to keep it in that corner as Pluto gets it out, but Robillions knocks it back in. W5K spinning it out. Pluto getting ahead, Pluto going across, Pluto into the web of Wave.
That was a nice web placement by Wave.
Good web placement. What the hell are you talking about? That was on the opposite end of the...
Yeah, but he kind of predicted it to go all far.
Trust me, he didn't. as Pluto gets it into the corner. Trust me, I've been a goalie. I've been a goalie for a long ass time. He didn't mean for it to go there. As Robe moving it up. Robe! Ooh! Ooh! Oh, good, that wasn't just me.
Oh, lag. Oh, everyone's frozen. Rob Billions has been a very good talent this season.
Been one of the very few bright spots in a otherwise very dim indie team as Robillions tries to get it up, go on the offensive. Robe trying to sprint up, but Curry coming back. Robillions getting it up. W5K holds. Robe in that corner. Robe, W5K getting it out, going up on the aggressive. Pluto staying back, holds his own. Now he comes back in, cutting across, inexplicably cutting back. But now Robe cuts across. Robe into the corner. Robe in the web of Maddie.
Stops the attack.
Very back and forth game so far. As both sides shockingly even. And
both sides have nothing to lose.
I mean, New York City has a lot to lose. If they lose, knowing the culture of this league, they're going to become a meme. As Pluto wins the draw, W5K getting it back into the corner for Pluto. W5K throwing it toward the slot. Pluto knocks it into the corner. Robe gets it up on W5K with some space, but W5K knocking it back. Pluto into the corner. Pluto cutting across. Robillions cuts it away. W5K holding the zone. Moving up, Robe gets by W5K in that corner, whiffs, taken out. Pluto in, Pluto shot, saved by Wave. Man, if that puck didn't get a lot of lift on it, as he wins the draw, gets in the corner again, but Robe sprinting by. Robe in, and it clings on the web of Maddie. As this first period going by very quickly, both sides not giving an inch. W5K getting it up to Pluto. Robe retaining control. Robe going up. Robe into the corner. Robe cutting across. Robe. And W5K gets ahead. And Pluto into the corner. Pluto shooting and oh! Clings on the web of Wave. As he had a hell of a lot of net to shoot at, but Pluto shot short side. There's some controversy on that call. As the face-off won by Pluto. Pluto into that corner. Taken up. W5K holds it in. Pluto. W5K shot goes wide. W5K holds it again. W5K holds it again, trying to go aggressive. And Pluto holds the zone. Pluto moving in. Scores! Oh, what a shot by Pluto. And it's 1-0. Wow. That was just a brilliant shot on the rush. Momentum just swinging, and he just rails it. As it's the Kabillionaire and Duzzy going against Indy and Jado. As Duzzy into that corner, Jado trying to get into that corner. Jado not giving, staying at that blue line. Duzzy getting it up and finally gets it by him. As Indy shot! Oh my! Whoa! From downtown! What the hell? Holy Super Saiyan shit, Batman! That went from the neutral zone. And all I can say is that, well, bingo! It's tied.
What a bounce.
Yeah, that took a hefty bounce. Are you kidding me? Wow. As the first line set back out, Robe into that corner. And now Pluto moving up. Scores! Whoa! What a response. Fireworks in Indy. And it's 2-1 as that one kind of tipped. That was tipped. I could clearly see that thing was tipped from my angle. You could see on stream it was tipped. And New York has the lead right back. As Indy tries to get by Duzzy, almost does, but they didn't. Duzzy getting it up. Kabillionaire moving into that corner, and last-ditch defensive effort as the first period comes to a close. A little bit of fireworks toward the end as New York has the lead 2-1. Oh, wow, what are your thoughts on that one, partner?
Very equal from both sides. Like I said earlier, I honestly thought that Indy was going to be first line with Rob to have a good, strong first line, but Rob Williams isn't doing too bad either. Personally, I think that Indy's going to come back this period. As
we lead off second period, Curry makes shot go wide. W5K from the point scores! Oh, a ripper from W5K, and it's a 2-goal game. Had a little bit of trouble handling it, but he had time, and he just banged it home. And it's 3-1 for New York City. Jado in that corner. Jado cutting across. Jado. Oh. He had an infamous shift last game as Indy getting it up. Indy in that corner. Indy trying to fend off. Ife. Over there. Indy Luke's.
Down the board.
Ife moving it up. Ife going back and forth, back and forth. Indy into the corner. Indy. Kabillionaire picks it off and went a little wide. Couldn't get the shot as Indy Luke's tries to get it out, but Ife holds the zone and gets out. A brilliant play. As that one on to Waves net as Jado took the shot. I don't know, kind of pad Wave stats as Ife moving it up. I mean Ife. I'm just gonna call him Ife. Luke gets out. Ife from the point. That one loose. Ife from the point again, and it's taken away. Ife the third try, and it's wide. As the Kabillionaire has it knocked away. Kabillionaire into the corner. Cab. And taken up, holding the zone is Ife. As Jado whiffs on it, as here comes Cab. Into the corner. Cab. Trying to make something happen. Ife holds it again.
Can't get it up off the board.
Kabillionaire. Moving toward the slot. Indy had it played well as Ethe and the Billionaire with a break. Oh! And that one just barely stuck to the web.
Showing the benefits of the middle web tactic.
What tactic?
It's
As
just playing the web in the middle. It's the meta.
that's why I mean it's not a tactic.
It
And
is a tactic.
it's
Ask
not.
every goalie that makes middle web saves.
Yeah, it's not. It's okay. First of all, you have to be like. It has to be unique for it to be a tactic. I don't know. There's not much tactical about the. Actually, there is a lot tactical about it. You kind of make a good point. It's about as tactical as you can get. As Jado tries to make a play, but Jado with a good feed, and he couldn't get the shot.
Back to Jado.
And Ethe
Cleared by Eva.
on the point.
And
let me do the commentary, okay?
Yeah.
You're just the color guy. And Ethe knocking it back. Ethe dumps it in. Indy getting it out. Indy cutting across. Indy trying to get his second of the game. Indy moving in. Indy into the corner. Indy throwing it around. Gets stuck in the web. Cab gets it out. Indy holds it in. Ethe moving it up. Cab getting it out. Good defensive play by Jado as Cab into the corner gets it taken away by Indy as 40-something remain in the second. Ethe gets it up to the Billionaire, but Indy picks it off as Ethe holds it again. Cab into the corner. Cab, the shot goes wide and into the web of Wave. As Indy calls for the pull and doesn't get it. Indy trying to call the timeout. He's not going to get it as he's just going to have to play on. None of you can see chat on my stream, but Indy went to call for the timeout. And Cab into the corner. Indy Luke's getting it up with 5 to go in the second. Jado into that corner, and this period's over. As we are 1 period away from Indy getting eliminated, and Quebec and New York clinching. And New York just dominating pace of play since that haymaker by Indy, so I reckon it's gonna be a very slow and methodical.
I think Rob and Indy are gonna be on the same line. That's what I predicted earlier.
Well, I mean, it's a good idea.
I think it's their last hope. What they might do is play Rob and Indy first line. And then maybe put Rob on the second line as well, back on. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Oh, Rob is offline.
As we get ready for this third period to start, 3-1 New York City. As this game going by quickly, well, more quickly than most games. Rob, that was what was holding it up. Yeah, I'm sorry. And I haven't paid a lot of attention in this pause, but we get ready for the third period as Mason, you are correct. It is indeed Rob and Indy on that first line as we get ready for the face-off. The referee gives the green light and we're off. Robe taking the shot into the corner. W5K getting it up. Rob intercepts, and it's in the web of Maddie. And Rob, let's have a look at his ping. 451. That can't be good. As Pluto tries to get into the corner. Robe going up. Robe into the corner. Robe experiencing a lot of lag as it's into the web of Maddie. His ping now at 349. 3.5 to go in the third as Indy moves it up. Indy holds. W5K throws it back in and a bounce. That went a little far into the web of Wave. And Robe into that corner. W5K gets it out. Indy into that corner. He gets it out. And W5K cutting across. W5K for some offense and a save by Wave. And I think Pluto might have taken the shot there. And Indy now experiencing some ping issues as well as he's at 424. As this line is lagging big time. And it's definitely going to hinder some of their performance as Pluto shoots in the web of Wave. Just over 3 minutes to go in the third period as Robe takes it up. Indy holds his own. Robe cutting up. Robe score! Wait a second! Oh no, it's a save. The goal was from Quebec. And Maddie makes a brilliant save. A brilliant move by Robe. That play was ending up on the highlight reel regardless, but wow.
Gonna be a challenge from Indy. That definitely looked like it dropped.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. And
No
Durpo
goal.
gonna call it no goal. As Indy has now broken 1,000. Nope, he's gone back down to 900.
We now have 40 people online.
Always great to see the majority of the populace online for a good game. It's not really a good game, but it's good to see the populace online for MCHL. And as we are waiting for Durpo to resume. And Durpo finally calling face-off. Lua gets it up. Robe. And Indy trying to get some semblance of offense. Indy moving it up. Robe moving it into the corner. Robe shot. Saved by Maddie again! As here comes Pluto the other way. But it's fended off. Robe with a break. Save Maddie! Oh my god! Highway robbery by the New York netminder. And Robe nearly in our shot, but W5K recouped it. As Robe heading up again. Robe in that corner. Indy holds it in. W5K trying to come up into that corner. W5K. Indy fending it off. Indy fending it off again. Holding is Pluto scores!
That's the dagger.
Yep.
Indy
Hook.
season is surely over.
Yep. Hook, line, and sinker for Indianapolis as the playoff field is, I believe, thoroughly set up now in the Dadonov division, as we are just below 2 minutes away from the ending of this game, which will lead to Indy being eliminated and thus leading to New York and Quebec clinching playoff spots, as the net is empty for Indianapolis, as the Cabillionaire puts some salt in the wound, as it's a 4-goal game, and if the last goal didn't sell you on it being over, then that sure as hell did, as Wave comes back into the Indy goal. You get ready for the face-off, just over a minute and a half to go, and oh, the door was open on the Indy side, and it's gonna be a pen shot as they get ready for the Cabillionaire to take it. They're just having a good bit of fun here tonight.
Cab about to take a second penalty of his career, as his first one did not go so well.
Yep, as
He's had
the
some heavy
Cabillionaire.
I'm almost certain he's going to put this one in.
The spotlight is on Cab as he moves in on Wave. Cab fisting, shooting. No! As Wave makes the save and Cab doesn't redeem himself. As Pluto takes the draw, minute and a half to go in the third. Pluto moving it around. Pluto shot, scores, and the hat trick for Pluto. And it's now 6-1 New York. And we get ready for another pull, I guess. I don't know. And they want Cab to score as the face-off, and Duzzy getting some ice time as they're just resting their starters, as Duzzy knocks it up. Duzzy knocking it around the boards. Jado in the corner. Duzzy and Cab moving on in. Cab rushing hard, going up and over, dangling around. Duzzy holds it in. Duzzy into that corner. Duzzy shot goes wide. And this one taken up by Indy Luke's 50 to go. Indy in that corner, but it's taken up by Duzzy, and Jado makes the play. 45 to go. Indy shot saved by Maddie. Still lose the rebound. They score. Indy Luke's
Indy gets
with his second of the game, and it's 6-2.
Indy trying to take some pride back.
I don't know. There's not just a lot of pride here. And Pluto in the corner. Pluto throwing it around. W5K going up. W5K splits the defense, and he scores! What a coast-to-coast beauty of a goal. Beautiful skating by W5K, and it's 7-2. And Ife gets it up. Ife holds his own as 15 to go, as the season for Indianapolis ticks down, as there are now 7 to go, 5 to go, and the New York City Skyline are going to the Stanley Cup playoffs. With their win, they clinch the playoffs. They clinch a spot in the playoffs, either second or third. And they are guaranteed to be playing the Quebec Remparts, who have also clinched as a result of this game. And the playoff field for the Dadnov division has been set in stone, as it is going to be Atlantic City with a first round bye, and it is going to be Quebec and New York City playing each other in the first round. So we are going to get right into the second game. I need to end this stream so I can start the next one, as we are getting ready for the next game. So from Mason and the MCHL Network,